play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 1st down, it's Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be and
across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about exit.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go again. No. Over. Hey, 88. Over.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Rodgers. They find some open field here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Aguilar. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go, here we go.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 43.
21, 21. Here we go.
Mike's 50.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver Pettis for a 49ers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes down for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
26.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
This is Coleman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nelson Aguilar, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Now, what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rodgers now on first down. And an alley to run. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Niners 41, Packers 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And out across midfield down to the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Rodgers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now. Going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Garoppolo, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. 180.
50 to Mike. Not today, you want. Not today.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the run. Strong right.
Set hut.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get ready.
On first down, Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Down and goal to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. There's Scarborough on the toss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's into the clear. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 54 yards.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. One receiver left, 3 to the right. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.